Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it just to make sure you're always getting your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available wherever audio podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that the review, the comment, subscribe, rating, all that stuff. Really
all
helps boost the exposure of Going In Raw. But you know what? I don't care about that stuff. You know what I care about, Larson? Today at 2 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
5 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Brexit time. W. Steve W.
Fun wrestling.
W. Steve W. And fun wrestling under the Friendo Unified Champion. I don't have the shirt on.
I got you a sweatshirt, a W. Steve W. sweatshirt.
And it's a little big in the arms. I wear it for comfies at home, but I can't really wear it out. It looks kind of goofy. Looks kind of big in the arms. Don't really like.
You better get swollen those arms then to fill it out.
I'd have to fill it out a lot. Like it's just arm height. But it is getting heavy rotation at home.
All right, at least
because
it's being used
of the winter months. Yeah,
it's being used.
No, it's totally being used. It's absolutely being used, and I love it.
All right.
I mean, if I ever stream at home, I might wear it there.
Very well.
Maybe I'll bring it in. I feel bad now. Anyways, you know how I am with my shirts. I'm very picky.
You're very
It's
particular.
very difficult to shop for my clothing wise. So yeah. This afternoon, check that out. I'm very happy with both those episodes. I think they're
very
fantastic.
Good.
We've worked very hard on them. So yeah, we have. Oh, and we're also on the Patreon. Got to mention some new patrons.
Yes.
At patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Let's see here. I put 2 words in the search. Patreon.
While you're doing that, people are asking us about the Ronda news. We're going to talk about that in tomorrow morning's news show.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it in the news show
length.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to film it later on today. Well, maybe we'll do that for patrons. We'll put it up for patrons. But yeah, this is where we talk about NXT 205 Live and the other thing, UK.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Muhammad Al-Akhtar, Kieran Gillen, Leo Hunt, and Neil Blackmore.
Thank you, everybody.
Man, Leo Hunt was up at 4:32 in the morning.
Wow.
Becoming
that's
a patron.
our time. Maybe
that's our time.
Maybe he's overseas somewhere.
I'm assuming
or
he's
even just back east.
Probably there in the Brexit land.
Or could just be back east.
That's what he's
Maybe
doing.
7:30 in the morning in the East Coast.
Yeah. No, you know what? Yeah. I'll talk about the Ronda thing. I know everybody wants to talk about the Ronda thing. We'll give you a preview for the news show for tomorrow morning. I'm kind of excited about it if it's true.
Yeah,
I'm kind of because it just.
Although my prediction for Royal Rumble would be way off now.
Well, it gives a sense of immediacy. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I like about it. It does make it kind of unpredictable.
Yes.
Like the entire scenario unpredictable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll find out. Well, I still need time after this is done, and then before we shoot the news show to process the scenarios. Maybe for the news show today, we'll get out the whiteboard and illustrate the different scenarios that they could go through.
No, I think there's pretty much just one.
She loses the title at Rumble?
No.
I mean, at Mania, rather?
Yeah. Becky wins Rumble. Yeah.
Maybe. Could be. Who knows? What if this? What about this?
This is too much. Let's just go.
All right, cool. Let's go.
We're here talking about
What are we
NXT.
talking about today?
We got to do predictions. We got to do NXT Takeover Phoenix predictions.
Y'all excited about Takeover? You excited about Takeover?
There's some good matches. It's just one of those takeovers that feel like the build hasn't been as.
That's every takeover. No takeover has good builds.
I feel like the last few had decent builds.
They all have bad builds. Rumble. Where's the notes here?
I mean, mostly it's just trying to parse how the last or the 2 men's title matches are going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty. Well, 2 matches I feel really confident about. One, not so sure, and then I feel like the North American title match and the NXT title match, it's either it really just breaks one way or the other, and it's basically a coin flip.
They're in tandem,
or they're not.
Yeah, I feel like every time I think they're going to wrap this thing up with Gargano and Ciampa, they don't. So I think they're both going to have the title reign. I think that Gargano's going to have it. Here's the thing. It's too interesting to have not to have. Number one, here's the thing. Do you believe Undisputed Era? Do you believe Adam Cole when he says 2019 is going to be their year in NXT?
Well, not in NXT. It could be the year in the main roster. Lame duck session. That's what
you think they're in lame duck session? I don't know, man. They just redid that whole, or they didn't redo the entire thing, but they added a bunch of shots to the.
They're constantly changing that thing.
No, it's been a little while, and there's a new Undisputed Era shot in there.
Yeah.
I think they might be around a little while.
No,
man.
that's to throw you off. They're totally losing.
They haven't even started using the call-ups that they just did.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know. It might be not till SummerSlam that we see
Regardless,
Undisputed Era.
I know I picked for the tag match.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. So are we going to do predictions first? Just kick off with predictions?
We could, yeah.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, we could do that.
Fair enough.
We could do that.
Let's see here. All right, here we go. First up, Undisputed Era versus War Raiders.
Well, actually, no, let's do the show recap because some of the stuff might
leads into it?
Might
it leads
inform
into
our
it.
picks. Because some of the stuff I feel like I need to talk through before I can make a pick.
All right, fair enough.
So
Velveteen Dream comes down. He cuts a promo. He says he wants North American title. Problem with that is, of course, that match is already set.
Already made, yeah.
It's already made.
Yeah. It seems like a bit of a consolation prize for him, too. He already challenged for the NXT title. He lost. So he's like, well, I'll try for the next best thing.
I thought his whole Twitter thing was going to set up whatever was going to be happening at the taping tonight or last night.
No, one didn't inform the other.
No, it didn't.
Maybe he thought this match aired last week.
Yeah, did he think that there was like another episode, another segment?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he cut a promo and they just didn't run it. Maybe that time they cut the 2019 promo for the second time last week. Maybe he thought that maybe that was supposed to be a different promo. Maybe he cut like a second promo they just didn't run.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Just mislabeled it or something.
Could be.
I don't know.
Because they replayed the same promo twice.
Yeah, so he wants that North American title. And then Adam Cole and Brick Tamlin come down. Bobby Fish. It's so weird how Bobby Fish is like an original member of Undisputed Era.
He's kind of the forgotten member, though.
He's still.
I know.
Still, he doesn't really fit with the group. I feel like when he gets on the mic, like everybody else is really good. Like everybody else has their thing.
Yeah.
Right. When Bobby Fish gets on the mic, he is moments, like syllables away from either forgetting his line or just going completely off the rails.
Oh, I feel like he's always on the verge of laughing.
There's that too. So yeah, but anyways, and he comes out. He's wearing like a really tight shirt that's sort of exposing his belly a little bit.
Yeah,
which isn't a great look. If you're trying to be tough guy, it's not a great look. Like your belly button's not tough, right?
Well, I mean, if you got
no, it's not.
If you got really good abs.
Yeah, but then you display your entire torso, not just.
No, you just do a little preview. It's like, here, you get 2 abs.
2 abs.
And look how great they are.
Yeah. 1 ab, but you got 2 abs cut in half.
You got to earn the rest of them.
Look at Pierce Brosnan right there.
I mean,
why you got naked Pierce Brosnan up on your screen?
I don't know. That's
man.
what Pro Wrestling Sheet has on their ad.
Who's that WCW guy
I don't
below?
know. How many abs do you think Pierce Brosnan has hiding underneath?
Right there, no. Oh, hiding underneath, probably all of them. He's got at least 7 of them. So yeah, Adam Cole comes down and he's like, "Hold on a second, buddy. This is the year we're going to be draped in gold." Granted, he said
on the main roster.
Strong
on the main roster, I think.
And Bobby Fish. I'm sorry, Strong and Kyle O'Reilly.
We're preparing for their match against War Raiders.
He said for another successful title defense. Probably not going to happen.
No. No.
And meanwhile, me and Fish,
we got no gold.
We might not have any gold,
but that's going to change.
That's going to change.
I was first North American champion. Anybody gets a shot at that, it's me.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a couple more shots.
He
needs to move up
yeah,
to the main title scene. Bobby Fish. Velveteen Dream implies that Bobby Fish is on a leash from Adam Cole. He says, if Adam Cole tells you can, I'll have a fight with you or something like that.
Yeah, and
Bobby Fish gets mad.
Offended Bobby Fish.
He runs in there. Velveteen Dream takes care of him. Sort of takes care of Adam Cole also. Then they recover. Velveteen Dream back. He does the little slide thing. He slides out of the ring, and they're in the wood on that one.
Sets up our main event for the evening.
Sets up the main event. Ooh.
Next, really good Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair video package. I thought this was really solid.
This was good. I loved Shayna Baszler's line. She said, "It doesn't matter how good you are. You still need air to breathe. That's a great line.
Pretty good.
That's a really great line because when you choke somebody,
They can't breathe.
She does.
It denies air to the person's body,
Exactly.
making it difficult for them to breathe.
And then you go to sleep.
Yeah. After that, a really good tag match. Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch taking on Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel.
This was fantastic.
Was
What is
really
Fabian
good.
Eichner doing out
really
there?
good.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Going from
How
one
come
top rope
How
to
come
the
he's
next
not
top
doing
rope?
this kind of stuff in NXT UK?
They wouldn't know what to do with that.
Sure they would.
They know they would.
You tell me Flash Morgan Webster doesn't know what to do when a guy's jumping off the ropes at him?
Talk about on the verge of always coming off of the rails. That's the definition of Flash Morgan Webster.
Or Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews knows what he's doing.
Look, man. Look, here's the thing.
Put him in the ring against Peter Dune. Peter Dune knows what to do with all that.
Peter Dune couldn't figure out Joe Coffey on the top rope. Neither of those guys could figure out.
How do you know? In that case, it wasn't Joe Coffey couldn't figure out Pete Dunne on the top rope.
Oh, I think it was. I think you're probably right. But I'm just saying those UK guys, they're great, but they're good at the like, hey, give me your finger thing. They're not doing that other stuff.
Mark Andrews does a bunch of the.
They have a lucha
jumping
guy
and
from
flying
Leeds.
stuff. Yeah.
No, man.
No, Mark Andrews knows how to deal with all that.
Yeah, he should be on 205 Live. He should be doing that stuff. But Fabian Eichner, holy moly.
Yeah, that double springboard moonsault was something else.
Holy crap. And then he came off that like immediately after he went to the top.
Did that frog splash on everybody on the floor.
Oh, man.
Insane, man.
And then more of those Oni Lorcan vicious palm strikes.
No, slaps to the face.
The slaps to the
Yeah, man.
face.
This was great. Hard hitting. Danny Burch.
Leather.
Yeah.
Pure leather,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's my body goal, just leather.
There you go. There you go.
I don't know. I'm not really I'm more dough than leather.
Well, can you have leather atop dough?
I can try. I can aim. I can aim high, man.
Be like a plush couch. Plush leather couch.
That's basically me. That's me as furniture. Whereas you're an old, grizzled wooden chair.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's on the verge of breaking at any moment.
You know, it might look okay, and it's got maybe it's old, so it looks like it should be esteemed, but it's on the verge of falling apart at all times.
It should be esteemed.
It's on the verge of just falling apart.
Lots
Anyways,
of farts buried in that chair too.
Yes. Anyways, finished Oni evade Fabian Eichner's springboard move, rolls him up for the win. Hell of a match, though.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
it was
watch
so
it.
much
Please
fun.
do check it out. It's tons of fun.
Maybe match of the week. We should start doing that. Match of the week, and
Match
then
of the week.
we sell that segment. This is brought to you by Cheez-Its Match of the Week.
I'm trying to think of something better. The main event on NXT UK was really good.
Oh, that might be Match of the Week. Brought to you by.
Oh no, match of the week is 2 out of 3 falls. It was Mysterio Almas.
Brought to you by Otter Media.
That's match.
Oh no, we've been deleted.
All right, next, an Aleister Black, Tommaso Ciampa video package.
I slept through this one. Didn't care.
Yeah, no, it didn't really.
I've watched everything. I don't need to watch this.
Yeah, they had some new interview bits from Aleister Black.
Yeah. At this
it's
point, I
more the
realized
same.
I'm like, oh, we're not gonna have that many matches, are we? Because they're just
Oh yeah,
just
this is
hyping
all,
up
this is all
Takeover.
Takeover hype.
Yeah.
After that, we had Amber Nova and Tanea Brooks taking on Io Shirai and Kairi Sane.
I think Tanea Brooks also goes by the name Rebel on the non-WWE circuit.
Oh,
I believe.
I've heard
yes.
of her then. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, pretty short match. Shirai and Sane did this cool finisher where Io helped Kairi Sane
Do a moonsault.
elbow.
Oh,
Insane
okay,
elbow,
yeah.
And then Kairi did like an assisted moonsault for
Yeah.
her, all in the middle of the ring. It was pretty neat.
That
They
was
won.
cool. Here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe they didn't quite feel out that Kairi Sane title reign. Maybe they didn't. It wasn't going where they wanted it, so they put it back on Shayna. That was always the plan. I don't know. All I know is that when I see Io Shirai and Kairi Sane working like this together, get them up there.
They need to be the tag champions.
They need to be in Elimination Chamber going for those tag titles because they were seamless, so much chemistry. They look great together.
I
as
feel
a
like
tag
they're
team.
just scratching the surface of what Io Shirai can do.
Oh, I'm
I
absolutely
know Meltzer's
certain about
spoken
that.
really highly
Everybody
of her wrestling
speaks
skill.
super
and just,
highly.
Every match she does something, I'm like, whoa,
Yeah,
dang,
yeah.
smooth,
Oh, for sure.
super smooth,
Yeah.
polished. She's got a ton of talent.
You know, it sucks, man. Well, I mean, I guess we can just sort of skip to the point where we got to see Candice LeRae. Mm-hmm. But that,
Yeah, talk about underutilized.
golly, NXT does so much right. That's a massive crap stain on NXT right now. Is their handling of Candice LeRae?
I know.
What are
She
they
should be
doing over
way
there?
more than just being a bit player in this Ciampa Gargano role.
What are they doing over there?
I'll throw this out here. It's pure speculation. Maybe she's got kind of like a coach performer type role over there.
Man, you think that is You're
That's me trying to be optimistic.
Tripping.
That's me trying to be optimistic.
Even if that's what she's doing,
she's still wildly underutilized. I understand that.
Yeah,
because Cassius Ohno's on TV way more, and I don't know if that's his role, the kind of player coach.
Kind of, from what I've understood. Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of what we speculated on. That's kind of his role there.
Yeah, which is also a shame.
Yeah,
this match is going to be huge. Him and Riddle.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be a great match. And then, man, they better.
As JR would say, a slobber knocker.
Slobber knocker. Yeah, dude. I mean, I see like Io Shirai, even Kairi. Give me Candice LeRae for these people. I love Bianca Belair. I think she's fantastic. I think it's great to push new talent. But you can't tell me that story can't be told with Candice LeRae first.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the same, the whole Candice versus the horsewomen thing. Mm-hmm. That'd be perfect, because she's super underdog. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Maybe they thought they already told that story, though, with Dakota Kai.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Dakota Kai is the wrestler that Candice LeRae is.
Next, we had an interview. It was Kairi Sane and Io Shirai. It was interrupted by Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke.
The street toughs.
Yeah.
This was kind of cartoonish.
It was. But I thought, like, the first line Marina Shafir delivered, I thought, oh, that's pretty good.
Crap, what did she say?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But it was, like, very deadpan. And it worked for that line, but then her last line, I was like, oh, that shouldn't be deadpan.
So, from what I've heard on, like, the house show circuit, just, like, looking at Twitter and stuff, she's the one who's like way further ahead than Marina Shafir.
Yeah, I've heard Jessamine Duke's actually.
She's got some good potential.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they might wait till if they wait till Mania 36 to do Horsewoman versus Horsewoman.
If it's ever even going to happen, if Ronda's going to leave and start a family and not come back.
I would. You got to suspect that she'd be. I mean, look, by all accounts, she's having a blast. And if they're not able to re-sign her with a ton of money,
I'm not
a one-off.
I'm not saying it's not an impossibility. I'm just saying you can't really predict timing when, she's thinking about starting a family.
Oh, sure you can. She'll do it. It'll be good. It'll be awesome. She'll get knocked up in Raw after Mania.
Oh wow, that quickly.
Yeah. And then,
so 9 months thereafter, and then a few months to spend with child. You're maybe talking a year and a half.
Also. No. What are you talking about?
Year and a half.
3 months spent with Chase. She ain't coming back. I'm saying she just does a one-off.
I know.
Mania. Yeah. So she can bring her kid with her. She has a husband. He can take care of her.
Yeah, so I'm saying a year.
Yeah.
Because there's 9 months of gestation for a child, Steve.
Yeah, and then it gets 3 months to come, and she gets 3 months to come back.
Yeah, so I said a year. That's
I thought you said a year and a half.
I said a year and a half.
Oh, well,
Pay attention.
A year makes more sense. I don't know where you're getting the extra 6 months from.
Just it depends on how long she wants to hang out with her kid rather than train for a wrestling match.
Shit, you don't have to train all day. You don't have to be away from your kid to train for a wrestling match.
If you're like a professional athlete, you got to train a lot.
She can be back for Mania 36.
Could, but who knows if she wants to be. Next, main event. Velveteen Dream versus Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish hit a dragon screw leg whip on the outside of the ring early on in the match. Started working over Velveteen Dream's knee.
Yeah.
Classic body part work.
Yeah, man.
It was great.
This is good stuff.
A lot of kicks to the thigh.
I get scared watching Bobby Fish with that knee all mechanicaled up.
Yeah, especially after that, he took that spill or something landed on his knee in War Games.
He doesn't hold back.
No.
He came back from knee injury. He didn't hold back, though.
No.
Scares me.
Bobby Fish is working over a Dream's knee. At one point, he evades a purple Rainmaker and puts the Dream right into a knee bar. Velveteen Dream was doing a hell of a job selling knee injury. Finish saw Velveteen Dream toss Bobby Fish into Adam Cole, knocking Cole out of the equation, hits a Dream Valley driver, purple Rainmaker, picks up the win.
Absolutely. Good stuff. But, I mean, he's not going to be inserted in that match at TakeOver Phoenix.
Who?
Velveteen Dream.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. Why did he bring up the North American title?
I have no idea. It's like he's looking ahead to the next TakeOver.
Right? I was like, what, are they going to do, a three-way or something? And then, no, Adam Cole comes out and says, we want gold. Well,
everybody wants something.
Maybe they're all moving up. I don't know. There's too much going on in WWE. There's too much going on.
I know.
Too many people.
I know. There's too many people. There's only going to be more people, too.
Unload some of those people into AEW.
Close the show. We had Ricochet come out, drop a promo. Gargano comes out. They brawl.
Yeah, Gargano comes down on the mic and he's like, he's like the least smooth person with the sneak attack because he's talking to you and then he goes, throws the mic down and starts trying to beat him up.
Oh yeah, he says something like, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to attack you from behind. I'm going to come in here and." Almost like he tried to do a spin move on him.
Yeah.
So they brawl for a bit. Ciampa comes to the ring. He attacks Ricochet from behind. And then Gargano's like in the corner just laying into Ricochet, beating him up. Aleister Black arrives, goes after Ciampa. At this point, Gargano has beat up Ricochet enough that he feels confident that he can step away. So he separates Aleister from Ciampa, hits a super kick on Aleister Black, and then Gargano and Ciampa, they have a moment in the ring, and then they both proceed to beat up their opponents for Takeover. So they exit the ring together, walk up the ramp. Ciampa kind of first, Gargano a bit behind. They meet at the top of the ramp. They have this weird, like, kind of stare down where the whole time up the ramp, Gargano's looking at the belt, and then Ciampa at the belt, Ciampa, belt, Ciampa. And at the top of the ramp, Ciampa extends his hand, and Johnny's staring at it, and outruns Candice and says, "No, you're not shaking his hand.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. You're not doing this."
Thought she was healed, Candice.
No, that was just a one-off thing. No.
They should really just go all in on the heel stuff. Maybe they'll do a takeover, post takeover, get all three of them as heels. They move back in together, and we get a vlog.
All right.
Of like a heel, how heel roommates.
Man, imagine how
coexist.
passive aggressive that would be as heel roommates. So then she leads them off the stage.
Were we heel roommates back in the day, back at the old Roscoe apartment?
I think so.
You, me, and Jeff, we were all heels, weren't we?
I think so.
Man, that's crazy to think that I was a heel once. Am I a heel now?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Heel who makes a lot of fart jokes.
Anyways, so that was NXT. Now it's time for predictions.
Okay. So, Undisputed versus War Raiders are nowhere to be found. They just had that thing. I'm going all in on the Undisputed Era.
All right.
Man, heck yeah. No, that's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea. I'm going War Raiders, 4 confidence points.
How many matches are there?
5.
5 matches. All right, let's see here. Okay, well, all 5 confidence points of mine go to Matt Riddle
beating Cassius Ohno. Agreed.
Beating Cassius Ohno.
Agreed.
I'm going to go with the Undisputed Era.
All right. How many confidence points? Remember, War Raiders burned their chairs.
That's the least intimidating thing you can do. Would you be intimidated if I cut some weird video of me burning one of like a chair with your face on it?
No.
You'd be just kind of confused, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, it's not like we're
not in a match.
It's not a
against
stand
Ohno.
tall type thing.
Yeah.
It's like a modest statement. You shot well though.
It was okay. It was 30 frames, not 24.
Anyways, War Raiders goes.
They should
over.
have filmed it in like 60. Super goofy.
Yeah, I know.
Undisputed Era. I've got. Hold on. We'll look at these other matches here. I don't know about any of these matches.
Yeah,
man.
no, I don't know. Either.
I'll go all in on the DIY.
All right, because I'm going all in on the other way.
Because that's there, and then I don't even know about Shayna versus Bianca Belair.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm gonna go Shayna. Man, it's gonna be a heel heavy outcome. That's why Undisputed Era and Matt Riddle have to win. I got Shayna.
Wait,
Baszler.
Undisputed Era are heels. That's why War Raiders would have to win.
Yeah, right. Undisputed people have Undisputed Era. Hey, if you put it to a poll, who would you rather get if you had to get rid of one of these teams and you never see him again? It'd be War Raiders.
Yeah, probably, but
yeah.
the crowd still loves War Raiders.
It would be like 85%.
People like saying war.
Well, that's people like doing this stuff more, and they like looking at Adam Cole more.
Well, the question is, isn't Adam Cole going away? It's O'Reilly and Strong.
Gargano. John. Hold on. And then Ciampa. All right, so I've got
You got to decide your confidence points,
5. So this would be my least confidence points, Undisputed Era. 1.
All right.
And then my second most would be
Ciampa.
Oops.
Ciampa retaining.
Ciampa, and then that leaves with Shayna at
2.
2.
All right.
There we go. So
let's review.
We differ a lot.
Pretty much on every
lot of
match
stuff.
except Matt Riddle.
A lot of stuff.
I'm probably going to lose this bad, but whatever.
All right, so Undisputed Era versus War Raiders. I have Undisputed Era. You have War Raiders.
Yeah, I have 4 confidence points. You have 1. Why are you picking Undisputed Era?
Because I think Adam Cole said 2019 they're all going to be dripping in gold. The only problem with that algorithm though. Here's the problem with that.
There's not enough. Well, I guess there is enough belts for him, but
Here's the problem.
what?
Roderick Strong is not going after that North American title. It would be Bobby Fish. And he is not winning that thing.
No, exactly.
That's not going to happen.
That's bad math there. Therefore, Undisputed Era is not going to have any gold. They're going to the main roster. War Raiders wins. Senioritis set in hard for Undisputed Era.
It does kind of feel like
Yes, it has. They have zero momentum right now, which makes me feel like a call-up is imminent. Next, Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. Matt Riddle's winning this. That should be spectacular, though.
Has Cassius been able to do anything besides beat Keith Lee? Did he? He did beat him with the low blow.
Yeah, low blow.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's winning that, though.
Man, I wish Cassius Ohno was in that Royal Rumble the next day.
Maybe he will be.
That'd be nice.
Next, Shayna Baszler versus
nice.
Bianca Belair. You got Shayna with 2.
Shayna's got people with her. She's going to cheat to win this thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably. But I'll pick Bianca Belair because she's great.
Yeah, she is great, but Shayna's got. And here's the thing about Shayna is that she said you need air to breathe, and that's true. I'm going to go with the person who's got facts on her side, and that's Shayna Baszler.
Well, I mean, Bianca Belair has facts. She is undefeated.
She is undefeated, but she also calls herself the fastest, and I'm pretty sure there's faster people than her in the world.
Well, I think she's
Usain Bolt.
she's the EST of NXT. She said she's the fastest in NXT in the women's division.
Well, until I see like foot races.
She ran track, man, in college.
Yeah, all right. What else? She said the strongest.
Yeah.
Keith Lee.
Ricochet versus Johnny Gargano for the North American title. It feels like either is really there's not going to be a split. I don't feel like either Gargano and Ciampa both have titles or neither of them have titles.
Yes,
it's one or the other.
Yes,
and I'm just going by the math. They both stood tall, and yeah, I agree. The most interesting storyline might be a DIY
You have
reunion.
all faces going over. You have this a very happy takeover.
Yeah, well,
and takeovers are not generally very happy.
Well, that's not true.
Kind of.
It's not true.
Ciampa's been winning every single one of these. He's been closing these out every single time.
Yeah.
Evil triumphs every time.
Here's what it is, though. Candice gets in Johnny's ear. He helps Aleister Black get his title back. That's what I'm saying. Aleister wins.
You think they're going to fast forward to that just tomorrow? That's just or Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I think they're going to extend this out. Longer and longer and longer.
Oh, they will.
Longer.
Because I don't know if that necessarily means that Gargano is taking his eyes off getting that title himself, though.
So, yeah. Up next, we had NXT.
I picked Ricochet. I picked Ricochet, too.
Oh, yeah, I figured. I've got Gargano and Ciampa both going on.
I'm playing these two horrible
Here's
predictions.
I think
I'm eating a lot of Cheez-Its.
I think you are. Because doesn't Johnny Gargano try to call himself Johnny Takeover? You need a win if you're going to do that. And he's like, what, 0-6 or something like that?
He won a Takeover. He beat Ciampa at Takeover.
Okay, 1-6?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good record. You need to start building that up if you're going to call yourself Mr. Takeover.
I mean, that's kind of his character, though. He's kind of delusional.
Well, no, you can call yourself Johnny Wrestling. He's a really good wrestler.
Yeah, that fits. But he can call himself Johnny Takeover and thinks he rules Takeover. I mean, he puts on the best matches pretty much every Takeover. In that sense, he's Johnny Takeover.
Yeah, I agree with that.
NXT UK.
Peter Dune.
Show kicked off with the Peter Dune promo.
Peter Dune. He says, this all started 2 years ago in Blackpool. And now it's here now in UK.
And then Gallus came out.
And then Gallus, yeah.
It's a good song.
Oh, I think they did that on Garage. It's the same thing.
That's way too good for GarageBand.
It's the same thing over and over. Yeah.
Oh, it's a loop, but all of the theme songs are loops.
Oh.
Every theme song is a loop. It's a good song, though.
Yeah.
So Gallus comes to the ring. Joe Coffey says he's not done with Peter Dune. He's not done with that WWE UK title.
Who dresses Wolfgang? He looks amazing.
Yeah, that shirt was something else.
That was something else, man. He looks amazing. He looks great. Holy moly.
That was something else.
The other two look like clowns.
And then he says at the end of this story...
Joe Coffey had like a really gnarly looking sweater on.
Yeah.
That just had all the wrong curves on it.
Yeah, but he said the end of the story is with him as WWE UK champion.
He said, look at your title. And now look at me. And then look at the crowd. Now look back at your title. Then look at the crowd. Now at me. Now look at the title again. It's going to be mine. That's what he said. And then Walter comes down. Giant baby man comes down.
That entrance to his is great where it's just, he's backlit there.
The music is perfect. His posture is perfect. It all fits together. He really should be wearing a giant diaper, though, because he just looks like a giant man baby. He really does. You got the dough going on. That's a doughy guy right there. But he's great.
He is great.
He comes to the ring. He gets in there.
Gallus bails.
They scurry.
But then Wolfgang and Mark Coffey get back in the ring, try to attack Peter Dune and Walter. They fend them off.
Peter Dune and Giant Baby fend them off.
And they have a bit of a stare down.
Mm-hmm.
Where Walter looks at the belt, looks at Peter Dune, says something.
Have you heard a Walter promo before? It's funny because he's probably going to sound cool because he's got like a German accent, I would imagine. But I could easily hear him being like American football fan dude. You know, he's got a face that looks like normal dude.
Yeah.
It's not a very imposing face.
No.
But I imagine like his demeanor, the way he talks,
Carries himself.
is going to carry all that stuff.
Chop
Yeah.
a hole in anybody's chest.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you know, he just sort of looks kind of goofy too. He's just got a goofy vibe to him. But he's also not. It's weird, right?
He's relatable, but entirely not.
Yeah.
Because you look at him, he's like, oh, he looks like a stout dude.
Like an HR guy.
Like a normal stout dude.
Yeah.
And then you see what he does to people's chests, and he's like, there's nothing normal about that.
Well, then there's the whole mystique of Walter.
Yeah.
His name is written in all caps.
Yeah.
It's just Walter.
Yeah.
What the hell is his last name? I mean, I'm sure I could look it up.
Yeah, I doubt Walter is his real first name.
I think it is.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure about it.
I thought it was something else. I
find
could be
out.
wrong. A lot of that mystique, though, is the idea that he's really good in the ring, especially when it comes to destroying people's chests.
Walter Wrestler. Walter Hahn.
Oh, okay. Thought his first name was something else. But why is it all in caps? Is it that way in his birth certificate?
Oni Lorcan. These are weird looking dudes. Oni Lorcan and Birch.
So then we had an interview in the lobby of the Emperor's Ballroom with Sid Scala. He says,
Sid the Squid.
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness called him Slimy Sid the Squid.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? He
don't
said
know.
Slimy Squid Scala.
Yeah.
That's rude.
It is rude.
That's great.
So he said he said that it's very important for NXT UK to win the Worlds Collide tournament.
To prove that they are the #1 up-and-coming brand.
Second point, 3 episodes of NXT UK will be shot Rumble weekend.
That's awesome. That's great.
And then Zach Gibson and James Drake.
Hopefully they can get their visas sorted out by then.
Yeah, I know. Entered the lobby, and Sid's like, "Oh, here, congratulations on winning. You got anything you want to say to the press here?" And Zach Gibson's like, "Now you want to ask us questions?"
Oh, now you want to ask us questions, but you didn't before. I don't know. My accents are all over the place today. Yeah. And then I like that he started walking away as they had to run with him with the mic. James Drake, whoosh, nothing.
Yep.
Didn't say a word.
Nope.
Just sort of sneered a little bit, sort of lost in his own thoughts. Looked very dapper.
He seems very introspective.
Right. He's an introvert introspect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was very amusing. And Sid Scala, of course, hapless as he usually is.
Yes.
It's like, oh, what can he do? I'm like 3 feet tall.
Yep.
They're like 5 feet. I'm not going to do
Yeah,
much against
no
that.
chance.
I'm a meter tall.
Yes. Hey, Peter. Next, Nina Samuels versus Lana Austin. I believe it was Lana Austin's first match. And
It was. I know. Look at that. There she is. Mother of 3. Didn't know that. They pushed that pretty hard.
they did.
Everybody's very proud. All of her children very proud of
And it
her.
was a really strong showing for Lana Austin.
The crowd was super. They were super into her. She's. I mean, she's. A lot of people know her. She's pretty over there in the UK, from what I understand. I mean, we have a picture of her up here, so people like her.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is a fun match. Nina Samuels picked up the win, and the crowd booed.
Yeah.
They really wanted to see Lana
Well,
Austin
she was
go over
healing
here.
it up, though, during this match, too.
Yeah, I don't know if Lana Austin's actually signed to NXT UK, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just a kind of like a one-shot deal.
But I hope that she impressed a lot of people because I'd like to see her in NXT UK. I think it'd be great.
Same. I think she's really good. Next, pretty short Mustache Mountain interview after their loss at Takeover. Understandably disappointed. They really want to be the first NXT UK tag
I
champions.
can listen to Trent. He needs to get into acting.
Oh,
Seriously.
hell yeah, man.
Get him in a BBC drama. I think
Speaking
Grado
of,
does acting.
Speaking of leathery, he's a bit leathery. Trent Seven.
Oh yeah, it's funny because he's dough wrapped in leather. He's that's kind of my like body goal, right? My realistic body goal right now, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bit tubbier than me though. He's got like a bit more of a gut, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's a great man. That's a personality right there.
Man, charisma plus,
Yeah.
personality plus.
We didn't get it done though, did we? You know what I appreciate though? And I really think this is a Trent Seven thing. He's whenever they do interviews, Tyler Bate talks so much more.
Yeah.
Trent Seven can already talk.
Yeah.
Trent Seven, that's one thing that he kind of needs to work on, and he gets
Tyler Bate, you mean?
I'm sorry, Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate gets so many reps, and I think Trent Seven's probably because he's
Probably
sort of
like go talk.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's awesome. That's really cool, man. But I can listen to Trent Seven all day long.
Yeah, man. After that, we had a really good Tony Storm interview. It seemed like
genuine
and
seemed like real.
unscripted.
Yeah.
And she was jubilant.
Yeah, this is great.
And excited and over the moon to be winning that title.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good. It was infectious. Her enthusiasm was infectious.
Yeah.
You're happy with this next match, Eddie Dennis versus Jamie Ahmed.
Oh, I was very happy about this. I can't get enough Eddie. He
screamed at someone in the crowd. I can't remember what it was though. I think someone was talking trash and he turned to scream something to him.
Yeah, and then Nigel pointed out, he says, yeah, one way you see how people respond after a defeat, the crowd's really giving it to him and he's not really paying it, or it doesn't really pay them any mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. That was good.
He took some abuse from Jamie Ahmed
I
early on
this
this
is going
match.
to be a squash match.
Yeah, and it wasn't though. Jamie Ahmed got some moves off.
Yeah.
But Eddie Dennis wins with his finisher. Next, it was announced Mustache Mountain versus Eichner and Bartel next week. Eichner can do the couple jumps into a move against, especially Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate knows how to handle all that.
That's going to be a good match.
Yeah, man. And also Walter, his in-ring debut next week.
Yeah, we've seen video of this on the Twitters.
One chop and it's thunderous.
Yeah, oh my goodness gracious.
Brings us to our main event, Jordan Devlin versus Travis Banks. This was fantastic. Match starts off. Travis Banks just hits Jordan Devlin with a couple suicide dives. They brawl in the crowd. Travis Banks has the upper hand pretty handily. Get back in the ring. Travis Banks goes for slice of heaven. Devlin knocks him off the ropes, hits a backstabber. Starts working on his knee some. Devlin hits a Spanish fly off the apron.
There was 2 Spanish
I know.
flies in this
I
match.
love all the Spanish flies now because it's such a spectacular move.
I know, and that one off the apron. I was on the treadmill watching this. I was like, yeah, I marked out pretty big time for that one. I almost fell.
And then Devlin, in the ring, hits another Spanish fly, but Travis Banks completely no-sells, hits Jordan Devlin with the lariat. Devlin goes for a moonsault. Banks gets his knees up. Shotgun drop kick. Kiwi crusher. Devlin kicks out at 2. The spot was great. Banks kind of picks up Devlin, goes on the middle rope, goes for a slice of heaven. As he's trying to kick him, Devlin just collapses.
Yeah, that was a great bit.
Devlin comes to enough that he's able to pick up Banks, try to hit his finisher, but he collapses. They send both out of the ring to the floor. It's a double count out.
I was very happy with that double count out. I thought it was great.
A different approach to it.
Let me ask you something. This is the Travis Banks that you wanted to see, right?
Heck yes, man.
That guy can take that title off Walter. Let's just fast forward. I mean, assuming there's not some big name they bring into UK, but
I don't really know who else it would be.
That's the Travis Banks that you've been wanting for a while, that I've been wanting for a while, that we've seen before.
Yeah. See, he could be a face, but he needs to have that intensity.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
When he's in the second tournament, he was just a face. There wasn't that level of intensity.
Right,
there.
exactly.
And that's what he does so well is bring the intensity.
Yeah, that match last night was stellar. Was absolutely stellar. And that's the kind of thing I'd love to see 6 months down the line or whatever. He comes up against all these nasty heels, guys like Joe Coffey. They keep this Jordan Devlin thing going. A couple of like Eddie Dennis or whatever. And he's a smaller dude.
Yeah.
So he's got to take on all these big dudes.
Yeah.
And then he gets to the ultimate level boss,
Walter.
Oh man.
Yep, that's a story right there.
That's going to be killer. I hope that's the way they go. Hopefully
I hope so
he stays,
too.
Healthy.
Me too. After the match, they start throwing down outside near ringside. Banks throws Devlin into the crowd, gets on top of him, ground and pound. Show ends with them just brawling in the crowd. It's great stuff.
That was a killer match, and I really there's sometimes the double count out just works, man. It just works.
And the fact they did it in kind of a creative way where like Devlin was trying to finish him off and just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They both tumbled to the outside and they're both so exhausted. Good stuff.
It worked because they had teased it earlier. That's why it worked. They teased it earlier so well.
And finally, 205 Live. Show kicks off with Grand Metalik against Humberto Carrillo.
This was fun.
It was fun. That spot, whenever someone just like jumps out of the ring to hit a Hurricane Rana off the apron on somebody.
Yeah.
I know I've seen Grand Metalik do it before, but man, it never gets old.
It's like a video game.
It really is.
Because it's like, oh my goodness.
Because you have to jump, you have to make yourself parallel the ground to initiate Hurricane Rana, and then you have to do the flip. There's a lot of coordination involved in one move.
And they make it look so easy. And
you got to do all that without landing on your head.
Right.
It's insane.
I don't know how they do that, man.
They're world-class athletes. That's why, Steve.
They really are.
That's why. Anyways, Humberto Carrillo, he picks up the win. He does like when Jack Gallagher does the headstand on the turnbuckle. He did that and then launched himself off, bounced off the rope, and did a splash-type move.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Starship Pain, but not.
Yeah.
But it was something else. I'd never seen anything quite like that.
It was Ultimo. Yeah,
it was Ultimo. Yeah,
that was great. That was good
it
stuff.
was Ultimo. That's a good way to describe it. Ultimo.
I'm assuming in Espanol that means ultimate.
I'd be my guess too.
Wasn't there some controversy in WCW when they used to call Ultimo Dragon Ultimate Dragon?
I don't remember calling him Ultimate Dragon. That's remember Ultimo.
I think they used to call him Ultimate Dragon. I was like, no, it's Ultimo.
It's Ultimo.
Yeah.
Next, we had a Drake Maverick, Drew Gulak, and I say Gulak. And Jack Gallagher segment. Drake was talking about Humberto. Say there's one of the new faces coming on 205 Live, and
be the future of the Cruisers.
And Drew was upset.
Well, he didn't use any of the names in his binder.
Yeah,
he probably did a lot of research.
Probably did
into that binder.
Drew was really heated.
Well, yeah,
and he stormed off.
And Jack Gallagher just gave Drake Maverick this look of ne'er-do-well.
Nope. Tony Nese walks into frame. He wants a rematch against Noam Dar.
He says he wants it tonight, this week. And Drake Maverick says, well, let me think about it. You're both 1-1. So, yeah, I'll consider it. And I'm with Tony Nese on this. What's there to consider?
I know.
Like, okay, if you have the show scheduled out today, fine. Just tell me that, the match is on for next week.
Here's the thing, too. If you want people who want to be competitors, who want to settle their business in the ring, that's what Tony Nese wants to do.
Stop dicking around.
I know. That's the thing about Drake Maverick.
That's annoying.
He's not assertive enough in my estimation.
Ever since he tried to show everybody his bell end.
Ever since he peed himself.
He's been off big time.
Yeah. We need a new GM on 205 Live.
Kushida.
Well, I want him to wrestle.
What if they bring him just
to be a GM? Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, that'd be horrible.
That would be horrible.
That'd be horrible.
Next, Akira Tozawa and Brian Kendrick have a promo.
Kendrick needs to grow that beard back.
Oh, no way, man.
You like Spanky?
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
No, it's great.
It's so weird. It's like when Riker shaved his beard for Insurrection.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dude. I remember what you looked like first season. It was not as impressive as you did, second through whatever. Like, and then you shave it? Come on now. Get out of here.
No, I think it's great. They're telling the story of the reinvention of Brian Kendrick.
It's a terrible story.
Well, I mean, there's not really doing a whole lot with it.
The regression of Brian Kendrick.
They're not really doing a whole lot with it. The rebirth of Brian Kendrick. This is Kendrick reborn. The reborn Brian Kendrick.
Akira Tozawa says there's been some good and there's been some bad during my time here.
But he wants to be two-time Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
Then we got a Lince Dorado Kalisto promo. Kalisto kind of said something similar. He wants to be champion again. But he said, if one of us is champion, we're all champion.
They were doing their promo the way that I was doing the SmackDown preview. Un poquito español.
Yeah.
And he said, this Sunday, Domingo. I'm able to catch some stuff because Lince said pero mira, which means however look, or but look.
Okay.
The Sunday, Domingo.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Main event, triple threat match, Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami. Before the match, Daivari and Itami had an interview, and Daivari said, basically, Hideo Itami is a legend. The only thing he hasn't done is one goal in WWE.
Yes, correct.
So that's going to change come Royal Rumble.
He also can bleed from the mouth on command.
Yes, seems that way. Buddy Murphy comes out and joins commentary for this match, at least for part of it. So it was a lot of fun. This match was a lot of fun. At one point, Akira and Kalisto are trying to superplex Hideo off the top rope. Buddy Murphy comes in the ring. I think it's called Tower of Doom when someone power bombs two superplexing.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Superplexes. And then he starts to beat up everybody. Then he eats two super kicks, a Salida del Sol from Kalisto and a suicide dive from Akira Tozawa. Just takes him out of the equation entirely. And the finish was pretty cool. Akira Tozawa misses his top rope senton while Kalisto's in the corner. Hideo jumps over Akira Tozawa to hit the drop kick on Kalisto, turns around, hits his finisher on Tozawa, picks up the win.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
And he's yelling at Buddy Murphy while Buddy Murphy's on the outside of the ring to finish the show.
Do you see your prediction changing at all for Rumble? For
On that match?
For
No,
match?
because I read what happened before I made my choice.
Yeah,
So I
me
still
too.
think Buddy Murphy's going to retain.
Yeah, me too.
Question time, Steve.
Question time.
Mr. Dope. So Finn Demon. Oh, so Finn does Demon for Bray, but not for Brock.
He says,
Mr. Dope.
He says, "Wow,
Lol, wow.
wow." I see how it is now.
Yeah, no, I see your point, but I guess I just don't want Finn to lose his Demon.
What if there's maybe I missed one of those Boom Studios comic books. Maybe he can't do the Demon anymore. Maybe he can't do it. Maybe he can't do it.
Quiet Wyatt Designs. Riddle's route to Brock starts as an NXT entrant in the Rumble. Fingers crossed. So I think that'd be cool. Matt Riddle versus Brock. Give it a year. Maybe next year. W.S. Fletcher. Steve, you are a tweener, not Stone Cold, but rather NWO Wolfpack. But I think if you're any member of NWO Wolfpack, you are
Kevin Nash.
Lex Luger.
Oh, man.
Brennan Hargrove. Larson. Last Dude Soup COVID gave away your first name, I think. I'll keep it a secret. I started listening to that yesterday.
Yeah, I listened to it yesterday. I didn't hear him reference you, though. Did he?
I didn't get through the whole episode yet.
I skipped. There's a whole middle chunk where they talk about like various sexual acts because I think there was some science stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
skipped
They
that.
teased it in the intro, yeah.
Yeah. I just skipped that.
I mean, he mentioned me during that segment. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. He's like, we call this one the 10 for the win.
Did you watch Ricky and Elliot's video?
I did. I watched it last night.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot to say about that. It's funny because I listened to how much of it did you listen to?
Oh, I can tell you.
A chunk of the Machinima stuff at the beginning?
Yeah, I'm only like 15 minutes of it.
Okay, yeah.
I was driving around yesterday after I left the office.
I mean, I was kind of surprised, and I'm also kind of not surprised. Bruce briefly touched on
60
it
minutes.
when he said, from an audience standpoint, I totally understand. I totally understand how it can affect people, but they were all very level-headed and said, we just understand this is the business we live in. Like that stuff can disappear at any time, and it totally makes sense. Like it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But the thing that really does get, I'm a big fan. You know this. I'm a big fan of like the Decades channel.
Yeah.
Where I can flip it on at
And you
11
watch-
at night and watch
you
Dick Cavett.
Yeah.
Which should be the most throwaway stuff, but it's a great little.
It's a time capsule.
It's a time capsule.
Yeah, totally.
And I think it's totally worth that. So,
Well, I thought Bruce's point about down the line, say he had to look for another job and say, I did this at Machinima for X number of years, and they're like,
yeah, right, yeah,
there's no record of it.
yeah.
There's
yeah.
anecdotal record, but there's no actually official record of this company really existing.
Yeah. I like, so it's weird because they're sort of talking about, there are certain things like for a time, Mystery Science Theater, you couldn't watch that.
Yeah. It's a copyright issue. Yeah.
Now you can. Yeah, exactly. And still there's some you can't watch because of licensing stuff, which I totally get. And I know that Machinima kind of played it sometimes fast and loose with copyright stuff. Even video game footage is kind of up in the air a little bit to some degree.
A lot has changed since,
Yeah, sure.
2010.
Yeah. But still, I always go back when I think about that. I always go back to whenever we get approached by people, and they say, I was a big fan of 10 for the win. I remember watching you guys in middle school. And just like right now, I can't watch Saturday Night Lives from the mid-'80s to the mid-'90s because they're not available anywhere. I know I can probably get them on DVD somewhere. I can probably
go on Amazon to find them for the marketplace or something like that. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And they'll probably end up streaming when NBC, Viacom, whoever gets their stuff together and puts out a streaming service that you can watch them on. But the idea that content that those people grew up on is going to be virtually gone, basically, is just it's an interesting concept for me. Like, it doesn't make me weepy or anything. I think maybe if we weren't doing what we're doing now, I might have a slightly different emotional take on it.
I think our take too is that we have a lot of stuff backed up.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, exactly.
So
so like, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah,
give us a couple months.
Yeah.
But it is the entire. I mean, especially because of Inside Gaming was, way more than us, was like an institution
it really was.
for people growing
I know,
up. They
I know.
diehards. They were so diehard that they were able to get Funhouse to like, what, 1 million subs within like a year and a half or something. So
Brennan says, he said, I showed him R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet at Machinima. That's probably true.
yeah, okay.
That's probably true.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Well, if we knew then what we know now. Let's see here. What other... Alex Foster asks, what other places or concepts should Liverpool's number one teach? And specifically, I'll add this in, to James Drake.
Cavern Club, right?
Yeah, I think he should give him a musical tour of Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, two of his moves are named after Beatles songs.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But then he'll start saying, as inspired as John Lennon and Paul McCartney were,
as important they were to Liverpool, they're nothing compared to.
And then he pulls out like a guitar. No, he starts doing an acoustic rendition of Boats and Hose from Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah, black leather glove.
Exactly. Oh, that's obscure. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's such a throwaway line in that little.
It really is. It is. Demas Perez, who do you have realistically winning against Murphy on Sunday?
Murphy.
This is Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy beats himself, retains the title. New champion, Buddy Murphy.
Let's see here. Mark L.
But if it's not Buddy Murphy, I feel like it's going to be Hideo Itami.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're pushing that dude hard. Mark El Hijo de Steve Garcia says, wanted to say that Steve talking in Spanish is my favorite thing in the world. I've never laughed so hard.
It's pretty enjoyable.
That was awesome. Well, muchas gracias. Question is, with Velveteen Dream not being on the Takeover card, does that guarantee him into the Rumble on Sunday, Domingo? Will Adam Cole be in the Rumble again this year?
Neither of them got anything to do that weekend, so if they're making the trip, they should do something with... Isn't Adam Cole in the... No, Velveteen Dream's in the World Collide tournament.
So is Adam Cole?
Yeah.
Yep.
So they got something to do that weekend.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll be in it, maybe not. Who knows?
Cassius Ohno. I just want Cassius Ohno in the Rumble.
That'd be great. James Fletcher, do you think Lars will be gone now? If he does, it will be sad.
I think they've invested a lot in that guy, and I think that WWE tends to stick by people. If they show a desire,
from all accounts, they seem understanding, I guess.
That's what we've heard. Yeah,
if he's having some sort of panic attack issues, whatever the case may be,
some mental health stuff.
Yeah, and apparently the door's open when he's ready to return for him to come back.
I assume that they're going to be, helping him get whatever help he might need. I mean, this is me being, optimistically speaking. Hopefully, it's a situation where maybe there's some mental health issues he needs to get through. They're helping him get through that because they see that there's some potential in the guy.
Richard Flynn, Bartella reminded me of a young Alex Wright circa WCW. Anyone else?
I mean, he has the look, but he's nowhere near the wrestler. Like,
you mean Alex Wright's nowhere near the wrestler Marcel Bartella?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Marcel Bartella is terrific. I mean, you can obviously see
they're tall.
There's a superficial resemblance.
Yeah,
there.
They wear jackets to the ring.
They're both blondes.
Yeah.
They're both handsome guys.
Yeah.
Is that where is that? Didn't Alex Wright have like a German gimmick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was his name Berlin for a while?
Yeah, that's like the most German gimmick you could have. So I get it.
AKA Billy, it's my birthday, friendos. Can I get a Kenny Omega impression for my birthday? Billy, are you some sort of old fart?
Son of a bitch. We didn't even mention this.
What?
Aiden English was on commentary.
What'd you think?
What'd you
I
think?
thought he did good.
Yeah, I thought he did good. I thought he was good. I think he was so trying not to break out in song, though.
Yeah,
because like during his intro, he was like, and I'm going to bring some drama to 205 Live. It's like, hold on a second. You're breaking into song there. It's not your thing here.
This guy kind of just has a sing-songy way of talking sometimes.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's very theatrical.
Melodic.
I feel kind of bad now. Shogun Zodiac says, was Aleister Black's speech on this week's promo video the most epic promo of all time? I kind of tuned out for it. I thought it was just a recap.
There were some good bits.
Were there?
Yeah.
John, don't interfere this time, John.
Yeah, there's some good bits.
I will absolve you of your sins.
He's gotten much better as a promo
also
since he's been in NXT.
Oh, he's great, man. I love him. John.
It's like either he's going to lose and go up to Maine or he's going to win and have that title for a while. I don't know which one it is. It could go either way.
Let's see what these
I have no idea.
Gentlemen over here in the Discord. Let's see if anybody in the Discord has any questions. Here, who's this? Cody Miles says, The Rock is all the way up to the number 5 spot to win the Rumble due to odds, tied with Cena behind Rollins, McIntyre, Almas, and Braun.
Here's the thing, though. Cena's not even going to be in the Rumble. Why is he that high in the odds for the odds maker?
The odds don't.
Doesn't mean anything.
I haven't really paid attention to the odds at all
I stopped
lately.
paying attention.
Jimmy Thomas says, thank you. I told my brother that Walter looked like a giant baby, and he thought I was crazy. Good point. Cody Miles also says, if Sean can be Mr. WrestleMania with his record, Johnny can be Mr. Takeover. You just put on the best ship performance, I guess is the point there.
Ben Espinoza has a question here in chat. He asked if any NXT wrestlers entering the men's and women's Rumble. Let's predict NXT wrestlers. I think it's a pretty good shot Velveteen Dream will be in the
we
Rumble.
forgot we didn't really talk about like who we think is going to be.
Oh, the surprise entrance.
Entrance.
So I'd be surprised if Dream's in the men's Rumble.
You'd be surprised if he was? You wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised, no.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
And maybe whoever loses the NXT title match Saturday will be in the Rumble on Sunday. Whoever loses
the title match. Aleister Black or Ciampa? Oh, well, there's a precedent for it. Almost was in last year.
Yeah, but he was champion last year.
I know. I would be really surprised if Ciampa showed up because
after I said it, I thought that
I wouldn't be terribly surprised if Aleister Black showed up. Yeah. He can take an elimination and nobody wouldn't be that big of a deal. He might be the guy who goes in there and has a really long run, or it could be Dream. Yeah, it could be Dream.
Mm-hmm. Dream for sure.
People would pop for Dream for both those guys.
Women's Rumble.
I'd be surprised if Shayna went in for the same reason I'd be surprised that Ciampa went in.
What if Toni Storm was in it?
Oh, I could see that.
That'd be great.
Oh, who in the UK? Pete Dunne's got to be in it.
Yeah, I hope so.
That dude's definitely going to be in it.
I hope so.
Pete Dunne and
Alex C mentions Pete and Rhea Ripley.
It's Rhea.
Yeah, Rhea.
Rhea's going to be in that Rumble.
She'll probably have a pretty strong showing.
Oh, absolutely.
There she is, yes.
I can definitely see that one. Let's see here. Alex C says, should all 205 live themes be replaced with Aiden English's performances?
Of said themes, yes.
Of those themes, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to think of
acapella versions of themes, yes.
What's the first lyric to that Cedric Alexander song? It's the dream I've...
In the dark, I feel it. In the dark, I feel it.
In the dark, I feel at home.
All sound like Joy Division covers, essentially.
In the dark, I feel at home. He doesn't sound like Ian Curtis.
He's got a really deep voice.
Kind of. He kind of sounds like Kermit.
Oh, maybe a little bit.
Rusev Day. It's Rusev Day.
So you should do country cover versions.
Right, exactly.
Get a little twang to it.
Yeah. Hello,
in
friend.
the dark, I feel at home.
In the dark, I feel at home. Oh! Piggy. Jimmy Thomas. Oh, man. See, he says this, and then it bums me out because it's not going to happen.
What?
Are we getting a Kings of Wrestling reunion Sunday? Come on, let's make it happen, WWE.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Make it happen.
It's not going to happen.
Come on now.
Ricky Scurvy says 205 Live Takeover theme performed by Aiden.
Which one?
Does any of the 205 Live Takeover theme?
This is war. Yeah, this is war. I'm just doing Kermit now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you really are.
No,
TJP's theme.
Who else's theme?
TJP.
How does this go? Oh.
There's no lyrics. It's just all 8-bit instrumentation.
This is all 8-bit garbage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to do Aleister Black's theme as Kermit, Aiden English, but that'd be really difficult. That's going to kill my...
What's beeping? Some beeping.
Discord, man. I mean, they make silly sounds over there. Anyways, that's it for the show. I think we're going to do at 12:30. We're going to do the news show. We're going to do it for patrons, though.
All right.
Does that sound right? Does that sound good?
Yes.
We'll do it for $1 patrons and up. All right, we'll do that. So join us for that. And then at later on at 2 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Brexit.
Fun wrestling.
We've got fun wrestling.
Yeah.
And more importantly, WCW.
Fun wrestling, yeah. Fun wrestling.
Where's that thumb of mine? Y'all want to see the thumb first? Oh, I don't have your thumb.
That's fine.
No, I'll make it fair. I'm not going to push mine over yours. I want to start producing commercials for WCW though.
All right.
Like really goofy, stupid commercials.
All right.
I don't know what of. Here's the thing, man. I drafted a lot of people. We both drafted a lot of people. I'm gonna put them to work. If they're not performing, they need to be hustling, doing commercials,
all right,
pushing merch.
All right.
All those guys got to work.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Maybe I'll get some music for you here. You guys can listen to the sounds of Discord go bloop, bloop, bloop. There you go. Some music. Anyways, hope you guys have a good day. Hope we'll see you later. $1 and up patrons, $5 and up patrons. We got Overrun coming up in a bit. $1 and up patrons will be live later on for some more stuff.
Yes.
Till next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.